Ooh. Hi everybody, my name is Megan. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. So the first thing you may notice about me is you may notice that my voice has changed.
Yay!
That is because I got vocal cord surgery and I altered my voice. No, that is not why. I'm actually sick with a cold and I'm hoping it's not COVID. But I'm feeling better today. And so I figured I should make a video because I haven't been super absent on YouTube lately. I'm sorry about that, you guys. So yeah, I figured I would make this video. It's gonna be pretty chill. As you can tell by the background and my face, life is kind of rough right now. I'm sick, so please excuse this. I've always wanted like a deeper voice, so this is kind of cool. But yeah, I figured today we could just read some of the old stories that I wrote in elementary school and middle school, mainly in like 4th and 5th grade, and maybe 6th grade. I used to like write stories. Whoa. I used to write stories. Yeah. And I didn't write very much because like stories take a while to write, but I used to like write stories with my friends, and it was pretty fun. So I figured I should read them because I wrote these like 4 or 5 years ago. Each of these were 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, I think we should uncover this little gem together. Anyways, I think we should just go in. Oh boy, my voice is just going everywhere. Whoa, that was a voice crack. You know, I probably shouldn't be recording this video because I should be recovering. Oh well, it's fine. So the first one is from 2016, spring of 2016, and it is titled, "Could It Be Real?" Okay, what is that title? I'm sorry, what is that? Some of my friends have actually commented on this because I had them like edit my like book or whatever. So I don't want to share their names and I don't want you to see my name, but the first thing is this story is 34 pages long. What? Oh my god, my voice. 34 pages. I think this is the longest thing I've ever written. That's longer than like any essay I've ever written. Okay, well, we're clearly not going... Ooh, why am I crying? We're clearly not going to read the whole thing, because that's a bit too much. But if you guys really want, I'll release them to the public. No. But I think I should stop stalling, and we'll just, read the first paragraph or so. Okay. Could It Be Real? I hate this title. By Megan. It all started one sunny day when Rebecca was walking down the street to her best friend's house, who were Kira and Natalie. Okay, bad grammar, but we'll move on. Rebecca was wearing her lace dress, which was something that her mom had made her wear. Kira and Natalie were Rebecca's best friends, and they were twins. Both Kira and Natalie had strawberry blonde hair and dazzling green eyes. The first thing I noticed, all my English teachers always tell me this, show, don't tell. So, demerits for that, Megan. Kira was extremely sporty because of her love of being active. What? Well, Natalie loved fashion. Okay. Rebecca walked up to the large brown house at the end of the block. Hello? Called a girl's voice from inside. Hey, Natalie! It's me, Rebecca, here for the movie. Kira! Natalie yelled, arriving at the door. Time to go! What is this writing, girl? Oh my god. Oh, now I'm remembering this. Yeah, so basically, this story was where these 3 girls get sucked into like a movie called Lost, and it says Lost was a movie about 4 girls getting lost on the wild plains of Africa. This writing is so weird. They were tourists, so they got lost with their parents. What? Oh my god. Kira, Natalie, and Rebecca stepped into the movie line, but as they were stepping into line, Rebecca tripped and fell into the rough concrete, smack on her face. As she got up, she looked down and saw her dress was torn and muddy from the sidewalk. "Oh no, are you okay?" asked Kira. "Yeah, totally fine," she said, wiping some dirt off of her dress. "Who is this girl that fell?" I'm confused. "Oh, it's Rebecca." "Okay, but my mom's gonna kill me." "I bet," Natalie snapped. "What? That's not helping, you know," Rebecca snapped back. Natalie looked up. Guys, look around." As Rebecca stood up, she realized that the other people in line for the movie were gone and they were alone on a prairie. Okay. Just then, Rebecca saw that there was a... What is this grammar? There. Excuse me, girl. Just then, Rebecca saw that there was a see-through wall of glass. On the other side were people staring at them and watching them. They were in a movie! Ugh, that could have been such a good time for, like, a really good climax, and I just, like, totally butchered it. Alright. Oh, and I put in a picture, because I couldn't explain it, so I put in a picture to help make the story better. Okay, great. Anyways, this can't be real. It couldn't, Kira announced in a worried voice, her eyes following Rebecca's gaze. What is Rebecca doing? Oh, she's looking at the movie? This is not making sense to me. What can we do that could get us out? Rebecca asked Kira, glancing around for signs of civilization, but found none. Natalie, just looking up to see the shimmering glass wall in front of them, said, "Why don't we find a portal?" Are you serious? What am I? Oh my god. That sounds okay, Kira said. Better than just giving up. Okay. Let's just eat and figure it out later, Natalie said lazily, the couch potato of the group. Oh my god, this is so weird. They found a notebook, 3 pencils, a gum wrapper, a candy bar, 4 sandwiches, a water bottle, and a blanket that Natalie's considerate mom had packed for the movie. Why are all of the things, oh my voice, why are all of the things that they found like survival items? I don't understand. Okay, so I'm skipping forward to chapter 2. Just then, Kira heard a scream. Not a human one, but an animal scream. Oh, thanks for clarifying. The sound of hooves pounded through the silent plain. Okay, what plain is silent? There's gotta be like birds or like water. That doesn't make sense to me. A group of gazelles had seen a lion. The animals stampeded and the girls were left in the dust. As the girls watched, a lean female lion took down a strongly built zebra, scraping its claws along its black and white sides. The lion took one bite to the throat and the zebra went limp. Then 4 more lions showed up and gathered round to drag the kill away. Kira, Rebecca, and Natalie watched in satisfaction. Why were they watching in satisfaction? That is weird. You just saw an animal die and you're satisfied? That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I'm skipping forward. Kira, seeing the others stretched out on the dry ground, walked a little and noticed something shiny on the ground. Whipping off the dirt, she picked it up and unpopped the cork. What? Inside of it was a note. It read, "Dear Jess, I have been searching for the sapphire, but since you left, it has been hard to do things without you. I really miss you, and I hope that you are doing okay. Right about now, I am in Africa. If you don't get the letter right away, the year is 1854. What? Who writes the year in the letter that they're writing? I want you to know, it has always been a pleasure to meet you." What? This grammar is not making sense to me. "This will probably be the last time I talk to you, I bet. For I'm going into the caves. Yours forever, Elsa." Did this girl just write a suicide note to Jess? Oh my god. This is just a crazy... Why did this pop out of my brain? It feels like I'm writing... I know I'm reading my own story, but it feels really weird to read it. Huh. Okay, you guys. Well, this is really... Oh, there's another part to the story. P.S. Please tell my grandparents that they are the best grandparents that a very adventurous girl could have, and that I love them. Thank you. Agayan. Yours truly, Elsa. What is this? Why does Elsa write like this? Elsa, if you know you're gonna die in the caves, then don't go into the caves. The sapphire is not worth it. Okay, well, this is very bizarre, but... Ooh, there's another letter from Jess. Okay. I think that I'm going to end this story because we have 3 more and I don't want to spend too long on this one. But if you guys really want the rest of the story, let me know. It's 34 pages in all of its glory, and maybe I can make it accessible or something. The next story that I have is from winter of 2016, and it is called Diary of a Cat. Now, I remember writing this story. I think that the plot was it was a diary of a cat. The first thing is that I'm glad I changed the font to just a normal font. That is much nicer. But let's see what we got here. Diary of a Cat, written by Pistachio. And to make it clearer that Pistachio is the cat, there's a little comment on the side, which I can't show because it shows my real name, or not my real name, my full name, but it says, there's a little comment that says, Pistachio is the cat, by the way, just to make that clearer. I don't understand why I couldn't have just specified that. But anyway, November 2nd, 2014, this is the first entry. Hi, my name is Pistachio. I'm your ordinary diary writer, fun, curious, loving, and inspiring. But I have one fault. I am a cat. Why is being a cat a fault? I don't get that. I live with my owners, Mary and John. Mary is the mother, as you would say in human language, and John is the father. They are really tall, loud, and stinky, but they're nice humans. We live in a small house on a quiet street in a place I believe is called Garrison, Minnesota. Is Garrison, Minnesota a real place? I bet I looked it up and found a random place. We'll see if Garrison, Minnesota is a real place. If you're from Garrison, Minnesota, you should comment. Anyway, I discovered the art of diary writing. Is diary writing an art? I don't really think so. I discovered the art of diary writing this rainy afternoon when Mary had left on a weird moving screen with funny buttons, and I decided to try it out. So far, no one has discovered my unique talent, but I did learn to only do it when the humans aren't watching. I also learned this is called a computer. Definitely the first time I've seen something like this. Okay, why does a cat speak fluent English, can type without any spelling errors, and think it's a fault to be a cat? I don't understand. The cat says that it's a fault to be a cat, but then the cat, Pistachio, goes on to describe the humans in poor, language or whatever. I don't understand this. Definitely not my favorite. I think I couldn't be real better. November 10th, 2014. Today, after the stinky humans left and gave me a can of yummy cat food, I came back to the computer. As I was trying out writing techniques, I had the pleasure of lying on the buttons, and this is what I wrote. I will not read that, but you guys can look at it. I remember one of my big concerns writing this story is that cats aren't very interesting, and so I was worried it wouldn't have a plot. Okay, so I'm skipping forward a little bit, and this next entry is March 23rd, 2015. I think this is when the more interesting stuff happens, but we're almost at the end of the book, so we'll see. Also, guys, I need to skip forward because I don't want this video to be too long, so you're not really gonna get the full treasure, the full delight of the book, but I'll try my best. So I think what happens is the cat owners are taking Pistachio to the vet, but he jumps out of the car. This is my chance, I thought. Make a break for it. What? I dashed out of my hiding place, ran towards the open door as Mary scrambled to grab me. Right now he's in a car. Her hands barely missed my tail as I leaped out onto the hard ground of a road. I set off running towards a clump of trees and bushes and slid underneath. I looked around at my surroundings. There's a road in front of me. Okay, tense switch, but it's fine. On my left, a big building with pictures on animals pasted on the walls. What? Mary was looking around, still calling my name. I settled down into the cold dirt, hoping she wouldn't see me. She called my name once again, with no response from me. Suddenly, a man walking up the sidewalk walked up to Mary. They exchanged conversation for a few minutes. Then the man pulled out something from his pocket. The man held a can of food, but luckily for me, it was not the kind that I liked. He ran around shaking it, which did not help and only got me more entertained by this situation. Why does the guy just have a can of cat food in his pocket? That doesn't make sense. Why is he running? I don't understand. This has not been very well developed. Okay, I'm skipping ahead a little bit. At some point, a bright light blinded my half-closed eyes and woke up from my sleep. Excuse me. Mary had gotten a flashlight and was searching through the bushes, walking up and down the block. I didn't dare move. The shadowy figure scanned the area, moving the flashlight all around. A monster is what Pistachio calls the cars. A monster zoomed down the street behind Mary, its headlights just happening to pass over my bush, leaving me in plain view of Mary for a split second. She dropped the flashlight and came running for me, surprisingly fast for a human. I sped out from under my bush, heart pounding, adrenaline racing as I ran onto the sidewalk. Mary's footsteps pounded behind me, and I could hear her steadily gaining on me. The cool concrete whizzed under my flying feet, and I looked around, searching for a place to hide. There! A tall oak tree stood next to the road, on someone's lawn. It was about 20 feet away, and I ran hard, and if I ran hard, I could get there before Mary got to me. I dashed onto a nearby lawn full of chrysanthemums. What? Oh my god. Okay, girl, this is just weird. And in the process, confused Mary for a moment as she tried to think about what I was doing. How does that confuse your human? I don't understand. And my eyes are watering. I promise I'm not crying. My eyes are watering. I was getting close, just about 10 feet from the tree. I gathered up my last bit of energy and ran with all my heart to the tree. My claws sunk into the scratchy bark, and I shimmied up the tree until... Oh, my dog's barking. My claws sunk into the scratchy bark, and I shimmied up the tree until I was safely in its higher branches. Mary stood below the tree, panting as she looked at me, but her eyes were full of hate. What? Why are her eyes full of hate? That's so mean. Oh my gosh. I am so in trouble if I'm caught. The tree branch swayed, and I dug my claws deeper into the wood. After about a few minutes, Mary realized that I was not coming down anytime soon. She turned her back from me and walked back to the monster, trying to lure me towards her. I could hear her swearing, and as far as both of us could tell, I was going to stay in that tree for as long as I pleased. Case closed. Okay, I like that sentence. That is cute. She actually got the monster, and we both sat, sulking in our different places. After a little, I fell asleep on the tree branch, digging my claws securely into the tree. Huh. Interesting. I have to skip forward because this is getting a little long, but Pistachio the cat decides that he doesn't want to be in the tree anymore, and so he runs back to Mary's car, and it is now the next morning, and Mary is still there, sleeping in her car, I guess. I don't really understand why she didn't call the fire department, but whatever. The monster front door swung open, that's the car, and a bleary, tired, half-asleep Mary stood there. I saw my chance. As she stretched and yawned a little more, I dashed inside the monster, scrambling over the front seat to the back seat. I waited here, as Mary took in the situation, and noticed the lonely tree without a naughty cat sitting in its branches. Of course, this led to more cursing. Oops, excuse me. Which seemed to be a habit of Mary's. I guess that she eventually gave up. Wait, cursing is a habit of Mary's? That's pretty funny. I guess that she eventually gave up because after about a half hour, the monster roared to life. What did she give up? That is not clear to me. And we set off to home with an unsuspecting Mary driving me right back to my goal. Okay, so what I don't get is why Mary didn't call the fire department. Like, girl, that's like in all movies, there's always a cat stuck in a tree, and what you always do is you call the fire department. So why didn't you just do that? Okay. After the jolty ride in the monster's belly, we reached home. Mary got out, slamming the car door shut hard. I could tell she was in a really, really bad mood. She opened the trunk car door to unload some things, and I scrambled down into the trunk. What? She had boxes in front of her eyes with all the stuff she was carrying, so I leaped out onto the concrete. She walked to the yard where she put down to the boxes to take out a shiny long thing from her purse, which she used to open the door. Why is she carrying boxes? I don't understand. After John had greeted Mary, I slipped in while they weren't looking. I ran upstairs and hid under the bed for the rest of the day. That night, I slipped out of the house and into the outside. The wind felt good on my fur. From that moment on, I knew I would have a different life. Wow. That's the ending, you guys. I remember writing this and basically I ended it like that with such an unsatisfying ending because I was getting tired of writing the story and I didn't know where I wanted to take it, so we just ended there. But I'm kind of confused because the cat, Pistachio, his whole goal was to get back to the house so he could see his humans and not be in the tree, right? but then he just goes back outside. And then 2, why do the humans, Mary and John, not notice that the cat is there? And 3, why did I pick such boring names for the humans? That doesn't make sense. Mary and John, I'm sorry, those are like really uncreative. No offense if you're named Mary or John, those are perfectly nice names. I'm just saying that, you know, if you're an author, you could have a little more creativity in your writing, which I did not have. I'm just confused. And then the ending, like, girl, I should have like just pushed it out a little more and like explained a bit more, because what is the different life that Pistachio now has? And why did he go back outside? I don't understand. He was having like, there was no reason for him to leave, it feels like. Maybe it's because I only read like a page of the story and I skipped through it, but it feels like there was no reason for him to leave. He was enjoying his life perfectly fine. And his humans were fine. And why was Mary carrying those boxes? I've been recording for a while, you guys, and I think I should stop because this is going to be a long video. And also, recording is probably not a good thing for my recovery. So, I'm going to end this video here. But let me know what you thought of my writing. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I didn't realize how much I'd written, especially from Couldn't Be Real. That was 34 pages. 34 pages of writing. That's like crazy that I wrote that much. I never became an author after that. I haven't written stories since my little phase in low elementary school. But let me know if you think I should pursue it as a career. And if you guys want to see the like full story, comment and I can like maybe do a part 2 or something. We'll see what happens. But anyway, there are more, so we could do a part 2. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Also, you guys, I really wanted to say thank you for just supporting me. I have seen so much growth in the past like month. It is like crazy. And it's really cool to see that. So yeah, thank you guys so much. It really like makes my day. I know people always say like, oh, like, you know, the numbers don't matter, but to me they do matter, which is kind of funny. But I don't know, it's just really cool to see that growth, and it makes me really, really happy. So thank you for supporting me and for subscribing and for watching this video. Let me know what type of videos you guys like to see in the future, and subscribe. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!